What's up, my people? Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Kenyan American Home, or TV, whichever you're watching me from. And if this is your first time to watch me, welcome, welcome, welcome. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button, and you'll become part of the family. And then don't forget to hit that notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a video, which has been a lot lately. So today we're going to talk about a topic that has frustrated a lot of parents, and this is taking DV lottery photos for your babies and your toddlers. If you have a toddler or babies, you know that they are, they are just balls of energy. They just want to move everywhere. And when you want to take a serious photo, like a DV lottery photo with them, it's not easy. It's not easy because they're moving. It's very hard to keep them calm. And so a lot of people have gotten frustrated and even just decided not to apply or even include their kids, their babies, because of how frustrating the process is to be able to take, a good photo for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you four ways that you can be able to take good DV lottery photos for your babies and your toddlers. And I'm gonna try and work with what I have. I try to look around. So I have kids. I know how difficult it is to try and take kids of toddlers who want to move, especially the crawling ones, and they're just everywhere. It's difficult. So I'm gonna try get a little bit creative with whatever I have, but hopefully help you with four ways that you can be able to make that process a little bit easier. And let's go right ahead. So the first way for to be able to take a photo is to take the baby on a car seat covered in a white sheet, and then take their photos that way. Let me show you. Okay, so when you get a car seat, your kid's car seat, and then you wrap it up in a white sheet. So this is what I've done. I've taken a car seat and I've wrapped it in a white sheet, and then make sure you have enough lighting, and then assuming, so this is my daughter's doll. Obviously, you're gonna make sure that I don't think you shouldn't have a hairband for your babies, and probably your babies don't have that bit that long of a hair. But this is what I had to be able to resemble a kiddo. So yeah, this is what you do. Make sure you don't have any shadows in the background. So basically, taking babies or kids, babies or toddlers passport photos is pretty much, the requirements are pretty much the same. So make sure you're following those same requirements as an adult. Make sure they don't have passes in the mouth and stuff like that. But just basically, that's what I did. Is I took the kiddo, and I did not put the car seat, the seat belt, the car seat belt on the baby. Just put a white sheet, and then if you look underneath, take the baby out, and yeah, so it's basically a sheet and the car seat underneath there. So yeah, so what I basically did is I took a car seat, and I put the white sheet on top, and make sure your sheet is make sure your sheet is not as wrinkled as mine. Again, I'm using what I have just to show you, of ways that you can be able to do that. So that's one of the ways that you can do that. All right. So, by the way, if you don't have a car seat, you can just use any seat. Make sure you put a white sheet, in front of that seat. Then you can take your a picture of your baby or your toddler. So number two is, and I'm down below here. I'm trying to be creative today. The next way you can do it is holding up your baby with a white sheet in the background. Okay, so this is what I did. This is what I usually use to record. You can pin it on the wall, pin it on a flat surface. Make sure again your sheet is not wrinkled as mine. This is what I got, a fitted sheet. That's the only thing I could find. And then what you do is take your baby and hold them up. Hold your babies up and have someone else take a photo of them. Don't worry about how they are, whether the hands are lifted up. You can always crop the video. No, sorry, you can always crop the photo. So remember, the only thing you need is you need a 600 by 600 pixel photo. So hold your baby up to to a white sheet in the background, and then take a good photo of them. Make sure there's no you know your sheet is not as wrinkled as mine, and there's no shadow in the background. So yeah, that's the second way that you can be able to do that. So for the third way to do that, let me change positions again. Hello. So on to the third way that you can be able to take a photo of your baby or toddler. So you can be seated on a chair and then cover yourself with a white sheet, like I have. You know, Cover yourself and then lift your baby up. Remember again, you know, as long as you're not in the background, as long as you're not in the background, it's a white sheet, a fitted white sheet, not a fitted white sheet, just a white sheet. Make sure that, oh, ah, let me show you the whole thing without my face. Ta-da! I hope I was able to capture capture the thing. But that's the thing though. It's being creative, and you can hold your baby and take a photo. Otherwise, you can take yeah, you can take it as long as you're not in the photo, as long as you can crop yourself out of the photo. Just try be creative. And that's one way of being creative, and don't worry about them you know, uh, their hands being everywhere. The only thing you need for the photo is, you know, that. And obviously, you know, this is my daughter's doll. So that's the only thing I had. But make sure they don't have head coverings unless unless it's religious. So your baby will be natural. Their hair will be natural. Make sure you can see their whole face. Make sure they don't have any passes with them. Make sure they don't have any passes with them. And yeah, well, I I went around and I tried to get things around the house that would help me do this. And then, last but not least, is number 4 is laying. I'm just gonna leave that sheet in the background. Is laying your baby, on the floor, and then with a white sheet, and then taking a photo. And I don't know if I had any good photos to show you, but here I can show you this. I can show you this. Probably not. It's not. It's just a photo that I found. It's probably better ones that you can get, but it's pretty much that. Make sure your baby's lying, uh, whether it's on the bed or on a flat surface, probably preferably the floor. That way, it's not wrinkled. If it's a bed, then your baby's gonna sink into the sheet, into the mattress, and it's gonna make wrinkles. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. Put a white sheet on the floor. That your baby's head will be supported, and you can be able to take a photo. You can be able to take a photo of them. Well, I hope that is helpful to somebody. I hope that is helpful to a parent somewhere who has been wondering, how can I take a photo of this toddler? It is, and then once you do that, you can always crop out whatever is not needed, whatever is not needed. As long as it's a white off-white background, you're good to go. You're good to go. hopefully this was helpful. I've been getting that question a lot, and I wanted to make sure that I can answer that question. And I apologize for my corniness if you thought I was corny. All right, thank you guys, and make sure you like that video. This video, share it with somebody who you know is a parent might be struggling to get kids, pictures, photos of their toddlers or babies. All right, thank you guys. Bye.